It was a bit of a calm and a bit of a tame start. Louis Sharp leading from pole position, fending off John Bennett, but it wasn't super easy for him. He did have John Bennett going around the outside through the first corner on the run up towards Cascades. Bennett was giving it a good go, but it was a great launch through that first corner at Old Hall, and Louis Sharp was able to hold on to the race lead. Out wide, just a touch there for Gerard Sheard. It was allowing Ugo Chukwu to come through to take third position. Big crash in the background though, keep your eye on it. It was between James Headley and of course Aditya Kulkarni, who retired from the race there, and then the safety car had to come out once we got restarted. It was all fairly single file racing. Louis Sharp able to lead the field away and was able just to make minimal mistakes throughout the running of the race. Wilburski though was trying to get past Will McIntyre a little bit further down the order, that one being for 9th position, was unable to find a way past, and for the second consecutive year it is a rookie taking victory in the first race of the GB3 Championship partnered by the BRDC. Louis Sharp taking the victory with Bennett and Ugo Chukwu behind. Highlights from the second race of the GB3 Championship partnered by the BRDC got underway after 2 green flag laps and under safety car procedures. It was Louis Sharp leading from John Bennett down into the first corner, and already some big moves coming in from Timothy Kuharczyk, getting straight down the inside of Mackenzie Cresswell in the first corner, squeezing Cresswell out wide, getting him a little bit loose on the curbs, and the next person he got past was Ugo Chukwu. Flying up the order was Kuharczyk. The next person he ticked off was his own teammate in Gerard Shee. Up to third position, Kuharczyk was absolutely flying up the order and was the fastest driver on the race circuit. There would be a safety car out for an instant a bit further down the order. Once we got back racing, there was this unbelievable move from John Bennett straight around the outside of Louis Sharp. He was committed for the race lead. We go straight around the outside, going through the island bend inside of Shell Oils, and John Bennett would become the race leader. It was now time for him to check out from Louis Sharp, because knocking at the door was Kuharczyk as well, trying to find his way past. Unable to do so immediately, but was sticking right under the rear wing. Issues for James Headley, losing his front wing and a bit of contact coming down to the Hislop chicane. And then in the background there was Ed Pearson as well, having his own moment. He'd get stuck in the grass. A safety car wouldn't be required from that, but there would be some more drama from all of this. Louis Sharp defending from Kuharczyk, who was going on the attack, would lose his front wing in all of that and drop right the way down the order. Meanwhile, at the race lead, it was an unbelievable performance from John Bennett, who would take victory from Louis Sharp and Mackenzie Cresswell for his first win of the season. Highlights from the third race of the weekend then. Sebastian Murray with a poor launch from the front row of the grid would drop him back to the rear end of the top 10. Arthur Ojon with an absolutely insane start in that red highlighted Rodin Motorsport car through into the race lead from the second row of the grid as he was charging and looking for a first race victory in the GB3 Championship. Down the hill through Cascades they would go, and unfortunately Sebastian Murray would drop back behind Timet Kuharczyk as well in that red and yellow Chris Dittman racing car. There was a retirement unfortunately from Patrick Huitzenroder, who lost some form of motor in the vehicle. There was also 2 retirements under the safety car, with Aditya Kulkarni making contact with Sean Rashid and the pair of them retiring from the race. Of course, from the race lead, it was Arthur Ojon running away with things whilst under a fair amount of pressure from Will McIntyre. Kuharczyk trying to sneak his way up the order in that number 22 car, trying to find any way past the black and yellow car of Ugo Chukwu. On the final lap of the race, there was this moment of absolute heartbreak though. Arthur Ojon struggling with the gearbox in the car, getting stuck in 5th gear and then eventually getting stuck in 2nd gear. Will McIntyre would fly through to take over the race lead, as would Jared Wilburski and Ugo Chukwu take over 2nd and 3rd positions. You can't fault Will McIntyre though, managed to start from 5th position on the grid, worked his way up 4 spots and up into the race victory to take his first win of the season. Will McIntyre on top with Wilburski and Ugo Chukwu behind.